Hello everyone and welcome to the tour of our new house in Cumbria. Now we're doing things a bit different with this because I'm starting off in the back garden. This is the way the layout of the house lends itself to doing things. Anyway, the garden is split into three main zones. At the very top we have a cat, but we also have this big patch that's planted up. Obviously because it's winter the garden isn't at its best, but I'm mainly showing you the structure if nothing else for the purposes of this. And Chip's made an escape. Great. Anyway, yeah, not a lot going on up here. That bit of board, incidentally, is to try and keep the cat in the garden. But I mean, he's a cat with free will. So, yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, hop down here. These then are a couple of old coal stores, got a few other bits and bobs like bricks and our wheelbarrow down here. And then this is the view down the garden, so this is what I mean by being split into the zones. You've then got another area which is laid to lawn with some further planting down the side, and then this area is going to be the patio. As you can see, we've already got our table and chairs out here. Mum's egg chair will be coming out here, potentially a parasol as well, of course, during the summer months. And yeah, this will be a nice area to come and socialise in, be outdoors, enjoy the outdoors, and actually get outside and use the garden somewhat. This is what we're referring to as the outbuilding. Originally, I had hopes to convert this into a home office. However, that's going to take a heck of a lot of work, more so than first anticipated. So, might happen, might not. At the moment, it's full of stuff, and so too is our garage, because yep, that's right, we've got a proper pucker brick built garage. Never had a proper garage before, so that is very exciting. But yeah, both full of stuff, not going to show you in either today. However, there is going to be another tour of this place coming potentially late summer next year, once we've been here for several months and we've had a chance to get the place how we want it, because while we've actually finished unpacking already, crazy because we've not even been here a month, very good going, you know, obviously getting things how we want them is going to take a lot longer in terms of decor and in terms of sorting through our stuff, deciding whether we're keeping it, and if so, where, or whether we're getting rid of it, if so, how, you know. That's a much longer process, of course. And so, as a result of that, I will just warn you, the house isn't a mess, but there's more stuff out than will be long term, that's all I'll say. So yeah, so this tour is essentially me just showing you the layout of the place. Next one, next year, will be us showing you what we've done to the place, basically. Anyway, like I say, moving on. Here we've got brick built sort of veg truck type dealio. We did also bring our wooden one from home, or from Norfolk should I say, sorry, it's a hard habit to kick. Anyway, got all these potted plants. Again, these will be distributed through the garden, quite a few of them will be planted. There you are. He jumped into the neighbour's garden and I've been going to check on him and not been able to find him. You found your way back then. Let's head on inside. And well, we find ourselves in the kitchen / dining room, because we have now got a kitchen diner. Where the hell has the cat gone now? Yep, so in terms of the kitchen, we've got dishwasher and integrated washing machine now. I will tell you that is a new thing. Got two ovens here, by the way, electric ovens and gas hobs. We've also even got a tumble dryer. Look at that, I always wanted a tumble dryer, never had anywhere for it in the old house, and now we've got one, and this was left by the previous owner, so we didn't even have to buy it. Brilliant, well chuffed with that. Not gonna lie, this kitchen has less storage than the last one. It's particularly lacking in the upper cupboard department, and like for example in here you've got the boiler, so quite a few of these we've got appliances in, which, you know, reduce your space further. But at least this place no longer has the parting wall that it was originally built with. And so the kitchen and dining room are connected, which makes the whole space flow better and makes it feel bigger. Integrated fridge freezer as well. I can close the door now the cat's come in. Oh, he's just highlighted to me, yes, sorry. Apologies about there not being a kickboard down there. Apparently there is one somewhere, but we have searched high and low and cannot find one, so we're going to make our own at some point. That's a work in progress, but yeah, that won't all just be exposed forever. Anyways, in terms of the dining room, we've got our computer in here. This computer desk is new, by the way, as too is this shelf with a bunch of paperwork on. that unit came with us though, as too did our dining room and chairs. And next to them we've got a patio door. That'll be very nice, not just letting light in but also air in the summer when we're eating here. That's if, of course, if we're not eating outside, al fresco. Oh, you're probably thinking, God, this is hideously old glass. Yes, it is. Something will be happening with this. Don't worry. Anyway, find a cat in the living room. So we've got books here, plus a new unit, which has Dunk's whiskey in. Wallpaper feature wall, similar sort of dealio to the dining room. These two chairs are fairly new. In fact, they're very new, actually. Got them within the last week or so. We have also got a sofa on order, but that's going to take longer, so for now I'm putting up with the camp chair. Again, glass doors here. Again, something will be happening with that. DVD, sound system, TV, fireplace. There isn't an actual fire in here. Very nice surround, mind. Not so keen on the tiles. Anyways, let's head on through this other hideous glass door into the sort of entrance way, I guess, because that's our front door. Got a little shoe rack here so we can put a few shoes. Some more located in this cupboard. This is a sort of everything cupboard, really. Coats, ironing board. The vacuum cleaner will also live in here too. Oh yeah, by the way, we've got a shark now. Got a shark, yes. Henry's been retired to the garage because he's perfectly fine for vacuuming out cars and whatnot. Love him, perfect for that. Vacuuming inside, however, he has tried to commit homicide on multiple occasions. I don't know how many times he's tried to pull me down the stairs, other people down the stairs, knocked off and broken priceless items, so he's out in the garage now, and oh did I enjoy putting him out there. Anyway, let's head on up the stairs. Which door should we head in first? We've got so many. Let's go in this sliding one first. So this in here, we have the bathroom. Well, they're saying that we haven't actually got a bath. Instead, we just have what is actually quite a large shower unit. Very nice. And that, like this room in general, is decorated very nice, very modern, and there's nothing really we need to do in here. The toilet, because it's an upstairs toilet, floats. I just find that great. I don't know why. Got various different shelves, most of which are like an arm deep, by the way, for storing various bits and pieces. Anyways, pressing on, in here is my room. So I've got my bed in the corner over here, shelving unit which will have books on there, currently in a box. That is the only box left in the house now. Only reason I haven't unpacked them is because I want to wait till I've redecorated, because obviously that piece of furniture will be a heck of a lot easier to move if it hasn't got stuff in it. Speaking of furniture, this incidentally is my mum's chest of drawers. She's got mine because hers won't fit in the room. Mine will, and so yeah, we've done a bit of a swap. So swapped over clothes as well, don't worry, I haven't still got her clothes and she hasn't got mine. Yeah. This then is my coat and shoe stand. You might be thinking, Al, why have you got that up here? Well, there isn't that much space downstairs, and while we could maybe make space for it, it's been up here since day one, and I honestly don't mind it. I don't mind it. I've got a couple coats hanging up downstairs, to be fair, and a pair of shoes on that shoe rack. And well, because of the time of year especially, I tend to be grabbing a jumper as well as a coat and shoes while going out, and all my jumpers are up here of course as well, so you know, I don't mind it. Speaking of jumpers, they're all in here because yep, that's right, I've got built-in hanging space as well as a funky little mirror there. Good eye. Shirts then to that side, and I've got smart stuff there. Trousers, hoodies, a heck of a lot of hoodies, jeez. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, just over here, by the way, ignore the paint splotches. In case you're wondering what these hideous bolts are all about, well, basically, in the loft, there's a couple TV stands, and so what I may well try to do is mount my TV to the wall using one of those. That way it will cover this up and get the TV off of the top of furniture as well. Going back to built-in units, in here, Got a couple shelves, polos, t-shirts, and then ducks. Yep, that's right, I've got a duck shelf. Plus also some paperwork. Below that, I have a little desk with a mirror and a little light that has a little fella on it. From my room, you have a view out over the back garden. That is something that I really wanted, to be fair. I did not want to be looking at houses from my window. And so I'm really glad that my room is at the back of the house. And so yeah, that's my room. So let's come out of here. What's behind door number 3? Well, in there is an immersion tank for the hot water. And we've got spare bedding and spare towels in there as well. There's nothing interesting. Alright. So let's instead go into this room. I'll just show you in here briefly. So this is the master bedroom. Lots of pictures up in here. We have a lot of pictures. Yeah, again, well, you know, things are still in the process of being sorted out. This clothes rail won't be here long term. And coming out of here, we have one last room, because we actually have a third bedroom. Now, I'm not going to show you in there because, again, that's got loads of stuff out. It needs sorting out, some personal stuff in there, etc, etc. But yeah, just so you know, we've got a third bedroom, but I will definitely show you that when I do the tour, the new tour next year. Anyways, you're probably thinking, well, this tour must be over now, right? Wrong, because we actually have a proper pucker loft. Okay, so unlike in the previous house, we've got a proper pucker loft here. Before I actually show you around up here, let me quickly explain the lighting situation, because it's weird. So basically, you've got 2 strip lights running off each other. However, there's no separate switch for them. You basically have this cable which comes down and then plugs into the light on the landing. I don't know how well you can see that. There you go. So basically, you have to take the bulb out of the landing light, stick this lead in, and then use the landing light to power the lights up here. It's weird. But anyway, loft itself is massive. Well, it's pretty big anyway, but there's not a huge amount of space to actually put stuff because most of it's exposed insulation. You've got this boarding bit around where you come up and then a strip running down there. As you can see, we've already put a few bits and pieces in. That, incidentally, is a TV aerial. Yes, it's actually inside the loft rather than on the outside of the house. We don't use an aerial anyway, so that's irrelevant. Got 2 TV brackets. And there's some exposed bolts in 2 of the bedrooms, which they screw onto. Here then, here we have the chimney breast. Under all that insulation is some sort of water tank, we believe. Hence the pipe. And that is that, really. So there you have it then, that's our new house. Like I say, there will be a tour of this place coming, probably late summer next year, showing you all the stuff that we've done to the place. But yeah, till the next video, wonderful people, I was going to say till then, we will be uploading before then. Till the next one, wonderful people, do take care, and bye for now.